Man, this last AIGA card was great. So many good matches, and right out of the gate the first one set the tone. Daiki versus Maksim had everything. Tight passing, leg battles, slick timing. It really kicked the night off right. I've got a few takeaways from that match I want to share. Some small details that stood out, and a couple things you can definitely steal for your own game. I want to start by pointing out the leg lock exchanges that happen early in this match. It's pretty back and forth overall. Daiki's definitely the one initiating more. He's the one pushing the pace here. But Maksim does a great job defensively. He's consistently slipping the knee line, staying safe and not giving Daiki anything clean. At one point, Maksim even threatens a back take off the scramble, but Daiki recovers with some slick leg pummeling. Now to me, this exchange is one of two big moments that started to tilt the match in Daiki's favor. As Maksim stays committed to defending, Daiki uses the momentum to come up on top and start applying pressure from the outside. The second key moment comes later, and it has to do with who gets to a sort of double trouble position. We'll come back to that at the end. The outside passing is a huge part of this match, and there's a lot to learn from how Daiki approaches it. He starts doing a few key things, but the most important one is this. He keeps Maksim's feet off of him and facing away. That one detail makes everything else possible. Now watch how Daiki clears those feet. Not by charging straight in, but by making space and taking angles. That little zigzag rhythm forces Maksim to reset instead of engage. I want to make a quick comparison here. When Maksim tries to pass, he actually does a decent job of controlling the bottom leg. But Daiki is able to retain guard using his top leg. He frames, he pivots, and he gets his shield back in place. Now look at Daiki in that same situation. He's the one passing, and instead of getting stuck at the top leg like Maksim did earlier, he uses it to create an angle and break through the guard. It's a small shift in how the top leg is used, but it makes a huge difference in the result. This final sequence is a great one to study if you're into leg locks. First, Daiki makes the leg light. He keeps Maksim from planting his foot to the mat, which shuts down the start of any strong defense. Then he puts Maksim down to a hip and begins applying pressure. There are two key details here that really allow the finish to happen. Maksim's knee is stuck behind his foot, so he can't drive weight forward to relieve pressure. He's also stuck on a hip on the same side as the trapped leg, which kills his ability to roll or create any real movement. All of this lets Daiki create extension by inserting his Y-guard hook and setting in an Aoki lock, rotating the toes out for more braking pressure. This whole setup works kind of like a double trouble. It's not the traditional leg configuration, but it traps the posture, isolates the leg, and leaves no easy escape. That's what seals the deal. Here are your lessons and observations. Clear the feet and make sure they're facing away from you. Use leg locks to set up your passing, and passing to set up your leg locks. Never turn down the gift of top position. The top leg is everything. Control it if you want to pass. Double trouble is gold. Understand it if you want to finish leg locks. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and drop a comment if you've got any requests for future breakdowns. I'd love to hear what you want to see next.